Welcome, everybody. Hi, I'm Keith Vitali, and welcome to Sidekick Podcast. I'm going to continue in this episode my series of the very best of my favorite martial artists and martial arts movies. And these are the fight scenes that I love, and I know that my fans out there love as well. Now, I'm going to focus on this episode on a very good friend of mine named Benny Urquidez. And who was Benny Urquidez? Well, Benny Urquidez was one of the pioneers of full contact karate, kickboxing. And he was a world champion with a record, undefeated record. Now get this, 63-0, and he had 57 knockouts. And Benny's considered one of the best full contact fighters of all time. And I was very fortunate to have my first cameo scene in a film. It was a movie called Force 5 with Benny Urquidez and another very good friend of mine, Richard Norton. And I really enjoyed my experience watching these two great martial artists in Force 5. Now, the next time I worked with Benny was in a movie called Wheels on Mills starring Jackie Chan. Now, Benny and I started together, and it was just a great experience working with the great Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, and Yong Bao. And I'm going to focus on his fight scene at the end of this film, at the end of this podcast. Now, the next time I got a chance to work with Benny was just recently. Benny and I had another cameo fight scene in a movie called Black Creek, produced and starred by the very beautiful and talented Cynthia Rothrock. And it was a very great experience for me and Benny. We shot at the Mescal film movie studios in Arizona. We shot this at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was 30 degrees, freezing, wind blowing. But I have to tell you, be honest with you, it was one of the best experiences of my life. I enjoyed every bit of it. Later, I'm going to do another special podcast just on this film by itself, the behind the scenes, the training and working on it. And I hope you enjoy that. But for this particular movie, I want to encourage everybody to go out to see Black Creek when it comes out. And it stars, of course, Cynthia Rothrock, and Benny's in it, as I mentioned, but also Richard Norton, Don Wilson, Keith Cook, Marcus Taylors, and others. And just a great opportunity. It was, the fight coordinator was a great coordinator from Germany named Mike Moeller. He was a pleasure to work with, and it just came out great. Everybody's really excited about this film. It's a Western martial arts film. I hope you enjoy it. So get to the theaters, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, in this episode, I am not going to talk about all of Benny's fight sequences. I'm going to focus on one by itself, the end fight scene. Now, Benny and I had different fight scenes in the film, but at the ending fight scene, Benny and I started off the fight scene together. And I split it off down to the dungeon of this castle with Sammo Hung and Yong Bao. And then Benny went upstairs in the castle for his fantastic fight scene with Jackie Chan. Now get this. Benny's fight scene, out of the thousands of martial arts movies made, is considered one of the best of, if not the best fight scene, martial arts fight scene of all time. That was incredible. I was so fortunate and honored to be there to see it in person. Now, I want you to take a look at it. I'm going to kind of give you my opinion, what I saw, my perspective as I was watching it in person. And here's the fight I was telling you about. And this is the end fight scene for Wheels on Mills. Watch this stunt right here. That's actually Jackie riding Benny Urquidez. And when they fall down that way, I mean, that's really a painful stunt. And there's no extra stuntman doing that. That's actually Benny Urquidez doing that. And I had the opportunity, and I was so fortunate, between my fight sequences down in the basement, I could come up here with Yong Bao and we could sit close by and watch all this. Do you see the spinning back kick he took his jacket off? That took about 10 times to perfect, but so beautiful. And Benny's known for a spinning back kick. When he fought full contact, he was an expert in the jump spinning back kicks and spinning. And it was just a beautiful motion. Now, the director is Sammo Hung, and I love the way he directs. But he really likes the inserts. He likes to tell the story with the facial expression. And it's the facial expressions that tell the story. Everything that you see him knock out that was real. He did that over and over with a spinning kick to blow the candles out. But I just couldn't believe when I was there going, these tables are 1,000 years old. It's an old castle in Barcelona. And they're allowing us to move it around and knock things around. That chair, that's not a prop. That chair's 1,000 years old. I'm just amazed they allowed us to use the real furniture from this castle in Barcelona. See that move right there? I had never seen that before. And I wanted to clap while I was watching it. And then I went, what's Jackie doing here? I didn't understand this move. But when Janie did that spinning move and that kick that went over Benny's head, I just went, I had never seen that move before. That was a new technique for me at that time. See Jackie's facial expression? I wasn't used to that kind of extorted, exaggerated facial expressions when I was watching this. So when I was like, well, he really gets into it. Now here is where it got serious. They filmed this for hours. You see these punches? Now watch this. Watch this punch hit him in the face. That was a real punch. These are punches. Over and over they did. And stop. And Samuel would go, cut. Let's do it again. Benny, you okay? And Benny would go, no problem, which would make Jackie upset because it was almost like implying that Jackie didn't have any power. But that's not what Benny meant. Watch the flying knee. Goes out. And Benny was scared at this time because he was really actually hanging out of this. And they called him. To see this in person, I'm so honored, especially being considered one of the best fight scenes of all time. And just having such a unique perspective of being there and watching it. And I love the way that Jackie kind of respected him at the end of that film. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that as much as I did. And let me know and leave some comments. And of course, let me know what you think and subscribe if you can. And until next time, ciao.